Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel Code with GoldenCat. Today we'll be talking about watchers in Vue. So let's begin. Now in the last video we talked about computed properties and watchers sound really similar to a computed property, but in reality they are very different to each other. So in Vue.js, watchers are a way to observe and respond to changes in data. They allow you to run custom logic when a reactive property changes. Now, to explain it in simple terms, a watcher in Vue is like a little helper that keeps an eye on a specific piece of code or data. And whenever that data changes, it runs some code you told it to. For example, if you have a box that stores your favorite snack and you change it from apple to cookie, the watcher notices the change and can say something like, "You changed your snack." It's useful when you want to do something only when a value changes, like showing a message, fetching new info, or updating something on the screen. Now, to understand it more clearly, let's create a watcher here. So here, I'm simply using the skeleton project that we worked on in the last video. So if anything seems unfamiliar, please watch the previous video before jumping onto this one. Now, in our Chrome tab, we have this counter right now that increases the count of this. Now, suppose if I want the maximum count value to reach only 5, and after that, it should throw an exception or it should throw an alert in our scenario that says, "Hey, your counter reached 5," and then it should reset it to 0. Then for that, I can do it using watcher. So to define a watcher, you simply have to go here in the app.js file and then write watch. Now the name of the watcher should be similar to the name of the data property it is watching. So we can write counter and then it would be like a method, and if this dot counter becomes greater than 5, then we simply throw an alert saying max count reached, and then set our counter to 0. Now if I go back to my program and then reload it and run it again and click on add one, it works fine until we reach 5. Now if I add 1, I get an alert saying max count reached. If I click on OK, it resets the value to 0. So this is how a watcher works. Now you can use a computed property here as well for doing what the watcher is doing, and you can use a watcher for doing what a computed property does. But it depends upon your requirement. What do you want to do? So in simple words, you should be using a method when you want to do some event binding or data binding in your program, and you want that particular function to get executed or reevaluated every time a property changes. Now, computed properties, as I mentioned, are only evaluated when their dependency changes. So, when you're dealing with one or many dependencies, and based on those dependencies, you are creating a new value, like in our case, full name, then you should be using a computed property. And for the watchers, you should not use that directly in your template. Like the watcher that we just created, we didn't define it in the index.html anywhere. We simply defined it in the app.js file to create an alert when the maximum counter reaches 5. So a watcher should be used when you're doing some interaction in your code, like sending a HTTP request, or as we mentioned, like a maximum count is reached for a particular resource or a property. So it should be used for non-data updates that you want to make. So that's pretty much it for the watchers. If you have any doubts or have any questions related to watchers, computed properties, or methods, feel free to leave a comment down below. As always, we'll end this video with a quote that says, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Thank you for watching and have a great day.